Let's talk about something that's been on my mind lately: success. Specifically, the idea that success doesn't always need to be loud, flashy, or in your face. In today's world, it feels like everyone is trying to outshine the next person, often shouting the loudest to get noticed. But what if I told you that some of the most impactful success stories are the ones that are quiet, steady, and almost unnoticed at first? What if I told you that you don't need to scream about your accomplishments to be successful? Today, let's discuss the power of the quiet hustle and why letting your success speak for itself can be the ultimate strategy for achieving real, lasting success. Now, we're going to break this down into 10 key points that will help you embrace the quiet hustle and make a big impact. No more making noise just for the sake of it. Let your results do the talking. Let's jump right into it. 10 is consistency trumps noise. Let's start with the most important element of the quiet hustle: consistency. Consistency is the backbone of any successful journey. Yet, in a world full of distractions and hype, it's easy to get caught up in the need to make a splash with every move you make. But the truth is, success doesn't come from one big moment. It comes from doing the right things every single day, even when no one is watching. When you're focused on staying consistent, it's easy to tune out the noise around you. This is where the quiet hustle becomes powerful. The person who shows up every day, does the work, and keeps pushing forward, no matter how small the progress, is the one who ultimately wins. Whether it's waking up early to work on your side hustle or sticking to a daily workout routine, consistency is the quiet force that builds long-term success.
If your job is to try to be the best basketball player you can be, right? To do that, you have to practice, you have to train, right? You want to train as much as you can, as often as you can. If I start earlier, I can train more hours. And I know the other guys aren't doing it because I know what their training schedule is. If I do this consistently over time, the gap's just going to widen and widen and widen and widen and widen, and they won't be able to get that back.
9. Focus on the process, not the outcome. Another important part of the quiet hustle is focusing on the process rather than obsessing over the outcome. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of, I need to make it big, or I need to be recognized, but that can often lead to burnout or frustration. Instead, focus on what you're doing every day to improve. Success doesn't happen overnight, and it rarely comes in the form of one big, flashy moment. But if you love the process, the results will follow. Whether you're building a business, writing a book, or developing a new skill, if you focus on enjoying the journey, you'll not only stay more motivated, but you'll also be far more likely to reach your goals. The quiet hustle comes from the daily grind, the little steps, and the steady progress that no one else sees. The outcome will eventually take care of itself if you focus on the process. 8. Don't seek validation from others. One of the biggest traps people fall into is constantly seeking validation from others. In today's social media-driven world, it's easy to measure your success based on likes, comments, and followers. But the most successful people aren't looking for validation. They're focused on doing the work because they know their success doesn't need external approval. When you're committed to your goals, you don't need anyone else to tell you that you're doing a great job. You'll know because you're focused on your journey and not waiting for someone else's stamp of approval. This is where the quiet hustle really comes into play, when you can move forward and keep making progress without needing constant recognition from the outside world. Let your results be your validation.
You'll have the pressure on yourself to play, to capitulate to that fear. If you play with the sense of, I want to win, I want to win.
7. Build habits that support your success. Success doesn't happen by accident. It's a result of the small, seemingly insignificant habits you build every day. If you're not intentional about your habits, you can easily fall off track. But if you make habits that support your goals, you'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish. The quiet hustle thrives on these habits. When you commit to building habits that support your goals, whether it's waking up early, working on your passion every day, or eating healthy, you set yourself up for long-term success. These habits are the quiet but powerful engines that drive you toward your goals, and they don't need to be broadcasted for everyone to see. The results will show up and people will notice. So start small and make those habits a daily part of your routine. 6. Be patient with your progress. This one's a big one. If there's one thing the quiet hustle teaches us, it's the power of patience. We live in a world where instant gratification is the norm. We want things fast, but real success takes time. The quiet hustle is about understanding that slow and steady wins the race. It's about taking one small step at a time and trusting that your efforts will pay off. When you don't expect instant results, you allow yourself the freedom to grow at your own pace. This means you don't need to rush or compare your progress to others. You can focus on doing what's right for you and trust that, over time, it will lead to big impact. So, don't be too hard on yourself if things aren't happening as quickly as you'd like. Progress is progress, no matter how small.
All I wanted to do was turn that fucking faucet on and fill that glass up. But that's not how our goals go. Our goals don't go fast like that. They go like that drip of water. But what I took from it is this. That drip of water was building that endurance in your mind. That drip of water was building that calluses in your mind. And that's what we need to have. This is a slow process.
5. Let your results speak for themselves. This is the essence of the quiet hustle. Let your results do the talking. You don't need to constantly tell people what you're working on or brag about your accomplishments. When you put in the work, the results will speak for themselves. The quiet hustle is about being so focused on the work that you don't feel the need to announce every little victory. Think about it. The most successful people rarely talk about how successful they are. They just do the work and let their achievements show. Your results will naturally attract attention when they're impressive enough. So, stop trying to convince people that you're doing something great. Just focus on doing great work and let the success speak for itself. 4. Surround yourself with like-minded people. The quiet hustle isn't a solo journey. It's important to surround yourself with people who understand your vision and share similar values. Being around like-minded people who are also committed to their goals will keep you motivated and inspired, even when things get tough. When you're on this journey, you need a support system that encourages you to keep going, even when no one else is watching. You don't need to constantly share your wins or struggles with the world, but having a small circle of people who genuinely understand your hustle and your purpose will make all the difference in staying on track and moving forward. 3. Learn to tune out distractions. Distractions are everywhere. Social media, negative news, and the demands of daily life can easily pull your attention away from what matters most. But the quiet hustle is about learning how to tune out distractions and stay focused on your goal. This means setting boundaries for yourself and learning how to say no to things that aren't serving your purpose. When you're focused on your goal and committed to doing the work, you need to prioritize your time and energy. The quiet hustle requires you to be disciplined and intentional with how you spend your day, and that's how you'll make a big impact. Don't let distractions derail you from your purpose. 2. Trust the process, even when it gets hard. There will be times when the quiet hustle feels frustrating. You might not see immediate results, and it can be easy to question if it's all worth it. But success is built on trust. The trust that if you continue to put in the effort and stay consistent, the results will come. The quiet hustle doesn't promise an easy road, but it does promise that the effort you put in today will pay off in the long run. So, when it gets tough, trust the process. Keep showing up, even on the days when you feel like giving up. The quiet hustle is about resilience, persistence, and faith in the journey. 1. Keep your eyes on your own journey. Finally, remember that everyone's path to success is different. Don't compare your progress to others. The quiet hustle is about staying focused on your own journey and not getting caught up in what others are doing. Your path is uniquely yours, and it's important to stay true to your own pace, your own timeline, and your own goals. The quiet hustle isn't about being first, it's about being consistent, making meaningful progress, and creating something that lasts. So, keep your eyes on your journey and trust that, in time, your success will speak for itself. And there you have it. 10 powerful ways to embrace the quiet hustle and let your success do the talking. It's not about shouting your accomplishments from the rooftops or trying to keep up with the noise. It's about being consistent, staying focused, and letting your results speak for themselves. If you commit to the quiet hustle, your big impact will come in time. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and remember, success is not about making noise, it's about making progress. See you in the next one.